Welcome to the Kev and Pickle Show. It's a big one this week. It has one question involved. Would I sleep with a woman this age? Too damn skippy I would. It is episode 100! As we always do, let us introduce ourselves.
If he dies, he dies. No, I'm not fucking from Rocky. I'm Kev. What's his name? Oh my God, I can't believe it just was.
The Russian.
Oh, Dwayne. I'm sorry, yeah. Dwayne. I am so sorry. He's going to shoot me.
Ivan
Drago.
Yeah. And I, of course, am Pico. And as always, the show is, of course, sponsored by the Fantastically Tasty. The pizza.
What's fantastically?
When it gets the back of your tongue and it's like, oh, that's the nicest taste ever.
I was going to tell you, you're going to say the back of your throat. That's a different fucking scenario.
The unbelievably pizza topping, wrapping up kebabs and chickens like you wouldn't believe. Put curry in it as well. It is, of course, the fantastically deadly and brilliant Tony's Pizzeria on Park Street, Dundalk. Thanks to my wife and my daughter for celebrating the 100th birthday with some poppers.
With a party popper.
Not a party popper, not a popper.
You can't say party, but you don't say poppers.
No, definitely not. Right, Kev, so listen, it is, of course, episode 100. We made it. We're hit the century.
No, not a grand. A ton.
A ton. That's not 100. That's 100. Yeah, sorry. A ton. We made it to a ton.
Is that not 100? Yes, it is 100.
Obviously. Kev, when did you tell everybody's coming up in this week's pod show?
Where did it go?
Probably still in your mailbox.
There we go. Yes. This week we're going to talk about our live show pick. We're going to talk about our prizes, our guest. We also, do you wear boxers or trunks? What's the difference? Dream trips when you're 40. And then, of course, pantomimes and the year 2000, its history. A lot coming up in the show, guys. And it is, of course, as Pico said, it is episode 100 and nothing.
100 and note. So it is like, hey. So listen, we'll jump in like we always do with the history from the year 2000. Episode 100.
Party like it's 1999. That's one.
Like, I'm sure, obviously, the biggest thing that happened in 2000 was Maniac 2000. Or was that even in 2000?
It wasn't even in 2000. Remember the song from Busted? The year 3000. That was a good song.
Oh. We're going to... Right. No,
you don't say we're a party like it's...
Yeah, I'm thinking the party songs. Right, so listen. A little bit of history. As we said already before, okay? Anybody who was born from about 5 years ago up until forever the future, I don't give a fuck, because they're all YouTube.
Well, they're 23, Pico. They're 23. Some footballers have been born in 2020.
Yeah, but they don't come up on the list. It's too busy having the list of, hey, YouTube star, tic-tac-toe, and rapper star, little minion mix, and all this kind of shit, like, okay? But anyway, Kev, there's an interesting thing on the history this week. And the interesting thing is this. How often would you say a plane crash happens?
Jadon Sancho, Phil Foden, Calvin Hudson-Odoi, Vinicius Jr., Alfonso Davis.
We don't talk football. We're
wearing Haaland.
Hey,
Haaland was born in 2000.
We're wearing our rival colours, as in like.
And the best footballer we've ever seen, ever been born. Morgan Gibbs White was born this year.
You hated him a year ago.
I never liked him. I didn't know who he was.
When he scored the penalty and did the whole thing to the crowd. Oh, sorry, when he scored the goal. I know he then missed the penalty, but when he scored the goal, sorry, I have the Villa game on as well. Well, 1-0 up, wrong side. Damn, I keep forgetting which side my tit is on here. Right, Kev, so listen, how frequently would you say a plane crashes?
What sort of plane?
No, like a normal
passenger.
Yeah, like 100 people on it, 200 people on it, whatever, like a plane.
Once every 4 years, I would say.
Perfect, right? Because they say you have a better chance of dying, obviously, in a road accident than a plane or on a boat or whatever, right? But here is a bit of history from 2000, Kev. January 30th, okay? Kenya Airways Flight 431 crashes off the Ivory Coast into
4321.
Bang. Killing 169 people, right? So January 30th. Kevin, right. January 31st. Alaskan Airlines Flight 261 crashes off the California coast into the Pacific Ocean. All 88 passengers and crew are killed. That's two in 2 days. 2 days, Kev. I'm never getting on.
Can I now hang on a second? You know I'm afraid of flying, right?
Yeah.
Why would you mention like you don't like spiders? I want to tell you now. There is spiders now in Ireland. You know that the false foot spider is now becoming an issue in Ireland, right?
What's that one?
And this is one that can kill you. Okay, so a false black widow spider is now prominent in Ireland and killing all the original normal spiders that we have in Ireland and becoming an issue.
When you say kill you, do you mean kill the human
poisonous.
you and turn you into Spider-Man?
No, kill you.
Ah, yeah, that's an issue. I used to think a daddy long legs can kill me, and
if you see a daddy long legs being eaten by,
he must be big. Is she? Is she big?
Big enough. Like it's a bit strange look. It's a bit creamy on the bottom. It's not your normal looking spider.
And does it eat them like an anaconda?
No, it kills you.
Oh, yeah, but you said it might kill other spiders.
Yeah, kill other spiders. Just eat them.
But I wonder, does it eat it like an anaconda? Does the mouth go like, wah, like a slug?
It's a spider. It's not an anaconda.
Yeah, but I wonder how it eats the other spiders. I'm just curious.
Like it's not going to kill you. Let's be honest. Like you're a big chap, right?
Imagine the size of that spider after it would go through me. Like
no, Pickle. He's not going to eat you. Okay?
Oh, right. Okay.
He's just going to poison you.
Yeah, but I ain't that much extra rubber. I don't think you could get to the core of me with one little bite. I don't think you could. Like I'm pretty.
I'd say now they've taken that bigger than you would say.
They might have done. Hey, Kev, that's the plane history from the year 2000, right? Here's the Irish history from the year 2000. The Intoxicating Liquor Act in 2000 came into effect, abolishing the so-called holy hour, because there is inverted commas, which is why I'm doing the doggy ear thingies, right? Between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. on Sundays when pubs had to be forced to close their doors. That was only in 2000.
When was that? Why did they close the doors?
The 6th of July, right, in the year 2000, was when they stopped having the holy hour, where pubs closed between 2 and 4.
On a Sunday.
Yeah, but that's mad. I remember, like, in 2000, you were... Oh, what age are we? 18? No, 16? No, 26. Jesus Christ. What age are we in 2000?
Well, it's 23 years ago, and we're 38. We were 15. We weren't in pubs.
We were 16. Yeah, because we were born in 84. Yeah. Right. Okay, so we're right. We weren't in pubs. I meant to say that sounds strange, but I do remember.
Now, I'll tell you now, pubs in the Dundalk never closed.
No, okay? But I thought it was a Nordy thing.
No, pubs in the Dundalk shut the doors and pulled down the blinds. So whoever was in the pub stayed in the pub.
Yeah, makes sense.
There were the doors opened back and the blinds opened back up at say 4 o'clock.
Right.
But some pubs said hotel pubs had to close because they were accessible. But I remember Jimmy's used to always close the doors, and then.
Well, it does only say were forced to close the doors. It doesn't say they were forced to kick everybody out that was there before 2. It just says they had to close the door.
The rule was you had to close the door.
And then the last bit of history, of course, was the man himself, the man who loved a blowjob in the Oval Office from a woman that he certainly wasn't calling his wife. On the 12th of December, President Bill Clinton of the United States arrived in Dublin, beginning his last visit as president. He met with Mary McAleese, Taoiseach Bertie Ahern, and gave a speech in the glorious town of Dundalk. On the town.
I was there, Pippo.
Yeah,
I had a special compensation or card that day. I got it off the Secret Service. I could travel. See, okay, I used to work in McDonald's, right?
Yeah.
In McDonald's at
that age, at 16.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In the one there on Dublin Street. But on that day, right, McDonald's in Carroll Village was opening. Okay. So
wait a minute. The 12th of December 2000, the Carroll Village McDonald's opened. Wow.
Yeah. So I was up and down.
Yeah.
I was up and down that day. So I had to go past certain security I think it was 3 occasions I had to go down to the and I go down and come back up. And the town kept getting busier and busier as the day went on.
Yeah.
But they let me pass. So yeah. And the Secret Service at one stage came into McDonald's and went through the went through because they knew we were opening, and then went up onto the roof, and that was one of the lookout posts, was they could see from the top of Carroll Village straight across over to where he was standing.
Wow.
Yeah,
That is actually
yeah, great fun.
class, hey.
Yeah.
Holy
But this
shit.
little card, it was like a pass card kind of thing. It was like, okay, no, he's already been checked. He's okay to go ahead.
I bet you don't
great
still
fun.
have it, no?
And then, but we were in the McDonald's, right? So we were
Yeah.
waiting for him to pass. Do you not remember him coming down?
I do, yeah.
We were waiting for him to pass McDonald's, right, and take down the Dublin Road, right? Dublin. But he didn't go down that way. He went down the motorway. The motorway wasn't even built, right? The motorway wasn't fully built, so the motorway was still kind of under construction.
Yeah.
And so it had no tarmac on it. So they came down the motorway on
Jesus
whatever
Christ of Almighty,
on the stone there was, but so the tires on the fucking on his car was ideal for that. So they could take the hit on it. So they didn't even know nobody knew he was on it. It was a secret kind of thing that nobody knew he was going to travel on the motorway. So he came off the motorway and took off that way.
Do you ever go on the motorway?
That was a great day. That was a great day.
I still can't. I remember being there. I remember like being somewhere in the square, if you know what I mean, like general area, looking at him up at like where he was at like the front of the courthouse, wasn't he? Wasn't he that side of the road?
You know, he was across from the courthouse, more or less on L Street.
Yeah, was it? I couldn't remember. Right, I don't know why. Yeah, okay,
Just
right.
in the corner now.
Aye, and we were all looking like, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, yeah. But no, like, here, look, in fairness, bit of a character. Come over to Ireland. Sure, we're all a bit of characters. You know what I mean? We all like a blowjob every now and then. If you can get it and work, you can get it and work. If you can't,
if your wife won't do it for you, you have to get somebody else to do it for you.
Exactly. Not all of us know a girl called Monica, but we do know a girl called Peep. Right. So, that was just a joke. Obviously,
I remember the motorway. You were going to tell me about the motorway. I travelled that motorway on a bike before the road had opened.
Fuck off.
Yeah, we lived beside it. We went up to Dromiskin. Me, my brother, and my father went up to Dromiskin, right? This before it opened. It was kind of well packed. It was before the town went down. And we cycled, say, from Dromiskin to Castlebellingham, the new Castlebellingham exit, and took off that way. It was deadly, like nobody on it, like it was dodgy as fuck, but like
that's what I was going to say. So it probably must have been next, right? So March, maybe 2001, right? Roughly, I think. I might be getting mixed up here, right? That when my uncle died, the house. Now he wasn't in a home house. He was up in the Loud Hospital in the room that they put Debbie. The mortuary, right? The mortuary. And we come out when it was going to the church, and so obviously we were staying for the mass and that. So we came out of the church, and Hirsch was leading the way, and he went up past the college to the junction at the Crown Plaza, took a right, obviously, to go out the RD road. You know what I mean? Like along the nice bit of stretch of a road. We're behind him, and we're like, he hasn't changed lanes yet to go on the inside to head to the roundabout and straight through. Instead, he stayed on the left-hand side, and he went down the motorway, which, like, obviously it was like open, but it wasn't like fully open and like, you know what I mean? So I was like, sure, there's my uncle who drove around the whole country in a truck. At least he got a trip on the new motorway, like, you know what I mean? But it was like a bit mental because it was like, shit, are we meant to be like on this road or like what the fuck's going on? Like, you know what I mean? But no, bit of fun. Kev, how was your week?
My week, I had a busy week.
Yeah, first of all,
why don't you know?
Because every time I tried to speak to you, you were like, I have to go play football with Evan. I'll talk to you tomorrow, and then the next day I'll talk to you tomorrow.
But on Sunday he had his first rugby blitz. So my son is now a rugby player, and he had a great time above in Boyne Rugby Club in Drogheda. So great time, great setup, fair play to them, and great games. And for a team to have never, I specifically said wouldn't want them to tackle yet, because it wasn't in the laws of the game. As I thought. And then I got the the new format of how the game's going to be played, and there was tackles in it. So my team had to be told, okay, guys, you're tackling 5 minutes before the game started, and they fucking mauled every team around them, and it was great. So fair play to them.
So they weren't. So they weren't practicing with tackles, were they?
No, they were practicing with say touch tackle.
So they didn't even know how to tackle. So they knew when they got the green light to go tackle, it was like
Go
hell
for
leather here. Hey.
Yeah, so it was great fun.
Yeah,
But,
I wouldn't like
yeah,
a tackle of your fella. I really wouldn't. Like he
Apart
would
from-
kill me.
Apart from that, it was grand. And then all of a sudden, all hell broke loose when I went to a checkup. I just check up on Monday, and things didn't go to plan, and still aren't going to plan. So hopefully, things get back on track over the next few weeks or so. And mayhem, fucking mayhem, Pickle.
Yeah.
That's
And
all I can say.
like everybody else here, that's my first time hearing about this properly because Kev again was like, I have to ring you tomorrow, then the next day I have to ring you tomorrow.
Well,
then the next day.
I kind of went in. No, no, I kind of went in and
Yeah.
go. I was raging. I didn't really want to talk to anybody, and
Yeah.
I was like, "Pickle, leave me the fuck alone."
Yeah.
So when I said, "Pickle, I'll talk to you some other day. Leave me alone. Let me get on with this shit." So I had to sort it out in my own head. But hopefully, I get better results in the future because at the minute, not great.
You will. But look, apart from that, Kev, right? My week is going to segue into a topic that I have for you, right? Didn't quite mention this topic to you because I wanted to just get your honest opinion on it, right? So, first of all, my week was grand. It was grand, right?
Your head's been a bit all over the place, Pickle.
Yeah,
really.
yeah, it's been a bit over the place for a while. But look, it'll work itself out. This week I did my second session with Paula. Paula McKevin,
Yeah.
obviously, hypnotherapy. Did that second session. Well, so I have a new audio now to listen to. I was listening to it last night. I had it on today.
Is it like in Friends? It's like when Chandler's listening to the woman saying, "You are a strong, beautiful woman. You are a powerful, beautiful woman." So, Pickle, are you going to become a powerful, beautiful woman, or are you going to stop
so.
eating?
No, I'm going to hopefully stop eating. So this week was like the start of implanting the you're going to get the
gastric band.
Yeah, done. You know what I mean? But it's like not intrusive, and it's this and it's that. And I'm on a boat at one stage, and I'm humming "Row, row, row your boat gently down the street," which is hard to do because I was kind of out of it at the time, and it's amazing what you forget when you're sitting there with your eyes closed, kind of just going, "Wee, this is great fun." But apart from that, today is Friday. I had an incredible day today with my beautiful daughter, who has been in the pantomime, which is what I want to get into with you, right? The pantomime this week.
Say the word.
Pantomime. Pantomime?
What? Pantomime.
Pantomime. Yeah?
Yes. Not pantomime.
Right, okay. So she's into panto, right?
No, it is. It's pantomime. M-I-M-E.
Right.
Pantomime, not pantomime.
I always thought it was pantomime. Yeah, right.
Pantomime.
I always thought it was like mine. That makes sense now, doesn't it?
Yeah, mime.
So she's into panto Cinderella. Okay, so she was in it on Tuesday night, which is opening night, and then she was in it last night, which was Thursday night. Okay, now
why is she in it tonight?
Because she's back in it Saturday and then Sunday. They split it up or whatever way it was. So
she's in the matinee tomorrow.
She's in the matinee tomorrow, and then the late show then on the Sunday. So everything was fine. We booked tickets for like them all.
Thanks for the tickets, by the way. Thanks. You
didn't ask.
Thanks for the tickets.
Well, here's how you could have got tickets, Kev, because as I was about to say, we had booked tickets for every night that we could go. My sisters would go, and her sisters would go, and her cousins, all this kind of stuff, right? So we spread it all out, right? So the original.
So again, thanks for the tickets.
Yeah,
thanks,
no problem.
You know.
We didn't buy them, right? But so we didn't have tickets for Thursday night. And then Emma was like, "Oh, because my sister was going with her fella, right? We were like, that's fine." So Emma was like, "Oh, but Dad, I really want you to go." I was like, "Emma, I don't have a ticket." So I text friend of the show, Paddy Breen, who said to me, "Oh, there's 1-1 in the Villa game," who said to me, "Listen, last couple of nights there has been like a couple of spare seats, you know what I mean? So come up and there might be somebody has left a ticket back or something like that, okay?" So we were on the waiting list to see if we get a call. We didn't. So 2 minutes before they're closing the door, right? I walk up to the counter and I go, listen, how you doing? Sorry, my wife was on the waiting list. I said, yes, I didn't get a call. I'm just checking if there's any possibility there's any tickets that like were brought back or cancellations. And the woman looks at me and goes, a man is literally just after dropping this ticket here. He's not going now. And I was like, what? She was like, yeah. I goes, can I buy that ticket? Like, is that okay? Can I buy that ticket? Like, and go sit with whoever the fuck he's meant to be sitting with? Like, she's of course you can. Gave her the money, went up. I goes into the door. Your man goes, I goes, where am I? He goes, just there, literally, 5th row up, E, 5th seat in. Happy days, right? Should I get up to the 5th row? I take a right turn. Who is sitting right there with our kids? Let me give you a clue, Kev. Was a milkman's daughter back in the day. Well, she probably still is. I might have shifted her many moons ago in the Oasis. And we might have talked about her. Well, put it this way, we talked about her on the show. My first ever shift.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So Kira was sitting there, okay, and had the crack with her, and it was great. Panto was brilliant, right? And honestly...
Did you try to shift her again, no?
No. But I want to get into something else about this, right? So first of all, I believe, is it the Dundalk Music Society? Is that the name of the people who do the Panto? I presume that's what it is. I think it is. Whoever it is that runs the Panto. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, honest to God, I've gone to see it twice now. If I could somehow get to another night that them is in it, I would go. Brilliant, Kev, right? I mean that. The singing in it, incredible. Class. Alan, that we know. Paulie's not in it. He was doing the raffles, so he was this day. He wasn't in it this year. But Alan, that we know, Doherty, Alan that we know. Jeez, thanks, Doherty. He's one of the sisters.
The women.
Yeah. So here's where I want to get into something, right? Me and Avi were on the front row on Tuesday night, Kev. We were watching it away. And the evil step... Huh?
Okay, go on.
The evil stepmother comes out, okay? Oh, that didn't count, that goal. Looking well, okay? Honestly, I'm not being funny here, right? Looking well, right? Had a great voice on her. She was screaming, and you could hear it was like, Jesus Christ, the echo. Like, it was really, really good, like, right? And I'm turning to Avi. I goes, that's a woman. I know the other two are men. He goes, that's a woman. He goes, yeah. Avi's like, yeah, I'm actually pretty sure it is. And we were like, okay, because we didn't see the pictures before we went in of who the cast was, right? And I was like, right, you know, that's a woman. Like, I like the blue hair. I like it. Like, you know what I mean, right? So then, about halfway through the show, the light hit her in some way, and I could see the arms. Okay. Now, not that there's not women out there with beautifully hairy arms. There is, okay? And they give good cuddles as well, right? But I noticed the arms, and then I thought, okay, I think this might be a man, right? So I said to Avi, she's like, sure. I don't know, but we'll check the thing outside when we get out, and we'll see who the cast is, right? So told you it was a man, and he was incredible, right? But my question is this, Kev, because I thought about it again the second night I was there. I was thinking to myself, man, I still think that's a woman. Would you have sex with a drag queen?
No.
Depending how it looked. How she looked.
No, it's a man.
I didn't mean to say it there. I apologize about that. I didn't mean to say it.
It's a man.
But this stepmother.
I'm not. No, hold on, right?
It was hot.
Okay, you're asking me. Would I have sex with a man? Okay.
No, a drag queen.
That's what you're. No. It's a man.
Yeah, but see,
just because you say a drag queen doesn't mean it's a man. It's a man dressed as a woman. The same as my poor son, right, was watching Dancing with the Stars Sunday evening, right? Okay. Settled down to watch Dancing with the Stars. We watched all the dances. This is quite good, quite entertainment. Darren Gary looks quite a ride, and so does Jenny Zamparelli, okay? Looking very fine. And then Panty fucking Bliss comes on the TV, right?
I don't even know who that is. Right.
It's a man. It's a drag queen from Dublin, right? He comes on the show, and my son, in his coolie accent, goes, Dad. Yes, son. That's a man. I'm like, it is Evan. Why is he dressed up as a woman? And I'm like, because he wants to.
What was he dancing with a man or a woman?
Dancing with a man.
Right.
Which would have been, which is because he's dressed up as a woman. He's dressed up as a woman, 100%. And he's dancing with the man. No problem with that.
Yeah.
Cool. and even in English version, they have two men dancing with each other. Oh, good. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, exactly.
But he just got very, for a 7-year-old, it got very confusing that one minute he's been interviewed as a man,
Yeah.
and then he's been interviewed as a woman, and he's like, just going on. And you know what he says? And you know, black people can say the N word, right?
Yeah.
And white people can't say the N word.
Yeah.
He turned around and said, after he did the dance, he's like, when I was a 15-year-old queer boy, okay, this wouldn't have been on TV as his talk. So now I'm hoping all the 15-year-old queer boys are happy to see me on TV. And I'm like,
serious?
Okay, then. And nobody said nothing. Like, this is fair enough. But I think it's a bit confusing for a 7-year-old or 8-year-old to see that on TV. Fair enough. You know, it just looks a bit different. Okay, and it's probably going to take a little while for my poor son to realize that this is normal. And is it normal? I'm not sure if it's normal or not.
Yeah.
People can do what they want, but come on.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that, Kev, to be honest with you. That's what you're saying. But no, back to the question then. Would you?
Panto, no, I would love to. I'd love to be in a panto.
Look, they want me to audition for something next year to be in a panto.
Right, the
two of us.
We do the two ugly sisters or the two hands or something like that.
Yeah. We could be two hams. We are two hams.
I know we could call. I could be called Turkey, but I can't say the word Turkey, and you could be called Ham, so we could be Turkey and Ham.
Turkey and Ham. There you go. But no, I think next year, Kev, we have to go and audition. We mightn't get anywhere, but I think we have to at least show up and just see what the fuck happens. It would be.
So we're laying down a challenge, right, to the Dundalk Drama Society. Yeah. Okay, that Kev and Pecco are going to try to be in the panto next time round.
If you'll have us, guys. Now, more importantly, Kev, back to the main question. I thought I would happily have sex with this stepsister or with the evil mom, right?
Okay.
Because, honest to God, Kev, she looked hot, right? Blue hair, like the lipstick was on. Like, honestly, like, I'm not, like, I don't know if anybody has any pictures of what the stepmother looks like on the panto. Honestly, if you saw her walking down the street, first thing you'd be like, woo-hoo-hoo, would you look at that one? Because she looked fine. But then I realized it was a man. I got really confused. Wasn't too sure where I was going to go then. And I was just like, what would be the harm in it? Like, I don't know. Like, obviously, to the man who is playing that role, I apologize that I'm talking about you looking beautiful as a woman, because obviously you are a man.
Poor Calvin McGee. Okay. I do feel sorry for Calvin McGee.
Apologies, mate. Right.
Pecco would like to have sex with you. But
as the evil stepmother. Let's just make that clear. Okay. No, it took a while to figure out whether it was a man or a woman. Like, his voice, the role, like, honest to God, this man must be doing pantos and stuff fucking years. Like, it was.
He's only a young fella.
No way. Really?
Yeah.
Well, mate, you were brilliant. Everybody else, and I mean that, the whole cast were brilliant. All the dancing fucking sessions with the kids that came out, all different ages, different groups. Everybody, it was brilliant. There should be a lot of pride and a lot of that with that panto. It was top drawer, so it was. Okay. Kev, would you rather? A little different this week. Yeah. So
very good. I was surprised that the Would You Rathers went up, and the Would You Rathers were very. And I got a question at work about it.
Right. Well, that's good. Because, that's good.
One of the girls come up and said, "Kevin, what would you rather?" And she was like, "What do you mean? What are you talking about?" And she goes, "I would want me text message." I was like, "Oh, now I get you." But no, so you said text messages, right?
Well, WhatsApp.
Is that WhatsApp? See,
yeah.
I got dodgy WhatsApp. And I've got really dodgy pictures on my phone. So I'm very confused on how I'm going to answer this. I think I'd nearly go, now, is it WhatsApp pictures I received, or is it pictures on my phone? Is it pictures that I've taken? Or is it... Now, I know one of our regular listeners, okay, she definitely said photos. So I wouldn't mind seeing her...
We see plenty of them anyway,
okay?
Yeah.
We see the good ones, but I wouldn't mind seeing the outtakes.
Well, that's the thing, just to say, right? So we got texts, definitely. One person said, which was Jen. Leon said photos. So obviously there's some serious messages going on with that person. And then Yvonne said, either. Doesn't matter. You know what that is? That's confidence. That's an honest woman there, right? Yeah. Fucking take the phone and look. or whatever you want to look at. Right. All your photos, Kev. Like, I know in your phone there's galleries and different albums.
Yeah.
All your photos.
Oh,
Every photo on your phone.
No, WhatsApp. There's no way people have seen my photos on my phone. No chance.
And I have. Like, I always
the amount of dick pics that I have on my phone, of my own, of course. There's no way they've been seen by more than one person. But there's a lot. Like I do like taking pictures of myself. I take pictures without the mirror. I take pictures with the mirror. I take pictures, and then sometimes I rob my wife's phone, right, and just take a dick pic, right, and save it as a screensaver. So the next time she opens a phone, there's just a picture of a dick instead of our two kids being on the phone. I find that very funny. I find it actually hilarious to do that on my wife.
Oh my God!
And then sometimes I take a picture of my dick, right, on her phone and say nothing. So like she might go to walk and say, "Oh, wait, I'll show you this," and the first picture she sees is a dick pic. So she now has she has to be very careful now when she gets her phone, just in case there's another dick in our gallery.
That is brilliant, Kev. That is fucking brilliant.
It's a great game. And I don't do it every day. It's random, so you never know when it's going to happen.
That's nice. It's not just like you choose the trick. It's just like whenever the fuck.
I could leave it. I could leave it for 3 weeks. I could leave it for, and then all of a sudden, bang! I got an idea. Dick pic, that one, and then she goes away to work, and she goes, "You're a dick," and I might have been 11 o'clock going, "You're a dickhead." I just open my camera, and there's a dick.
Oh wow! Yeah, well, look, for me,
I think we should try to do that, right? All the lads listening, right, has to take a dick pic on the wife's phone, send it as a screensaver, and see what the reaction is. It'll go down swimmingly.
Swimmingly. Right. So, for me, I obviously don't take dick pics. If I did, it'd be somebody else's dick. Like we talked about before, you'd search the internet for one, send that to the woman who's asking for a dick pic. But do you like a
dodgy picture of your wife? Does your wife not have a wee nipple or a wee fucking dodgy picture? Or like even in your WhatsApp messages, you might get some dodgy pictures in the WhatsApp group.
Like, there's no might about it. Every single person's WhatsApp group, and long before we did a podcast, Kev, we talked about WhatsApp after the Ulster rugby players, and when everybody learned, oh shit, they can actually see what's on your WhatsApp. Oh, we better stop that, and nobody did. So they didn't. But yeah, look, I that was the Facebook replies. And I want to check if there was anything that had come up on Jesus Christ with Instagram. I just saw a girl wearing a bra. Right, so fucking hell. Right, so we got Maurice, one of the boys said, "Read my messages," but he ended the comment with the word "definitely," which indicates that there might be something slightly hidden in the cameras of Maurice's fucking phone. So it does. Yeah, no, for me, I'd say read me messages because, well, listen, and here's why. Because if you're sending any that you shouldn't be sending, have the common sense to fucking delete them.
I never delete them.
Yeah, I know. Neither do I. I'm just saying if somebody did do that, that's what you should probably do. Don't worry, I'm talking. I just have to stand up for a second. That's what I would tell people to do. I would be like, yeah, delete them. Without a shadow of a doubt, delete them. But Kev, we didn't only have that would you rather. We had one other would you rather. Now, I am trying to find something here because we got a would you rather sent in to our WhatsApp. And if I can get the phone to that. Right, the other would you rather, while Kev's just clearly reading the Bible on his book and not paying heed to the fact that we're trying to record a fucking podcast. What are you going to do on the live show? What are you going to do on the live show? Are you going to be just sitting there while we're talking to somebody and you're going to be like,
I was waiting for you to sit down again.
I was sitting down for a very long time. Kev, would you rather be with someone who snores loudly or talks in their sleep?
Who would want to be beside someone that talks in their sleep? What weird shit would you want to see? That's weird. Going, my wife sometimes talks in her sleep.
Oh,
it's fucking
it's horrendous.
It's the one, and it's the best thing to do. You know what the best thing to do is? I got this there, right? If anybody can see me, I got a very pointy elbow, right? And the best thing to do
is a really pointy elbow.
Yeah. So the best thing to do is just jab that pointy elbow and stick it right in between their two shoulder blades. Bang! Nice and quickly. She doesn't know what hits her. She wakes up. She goes, "Oh, what's going on? Nothing's going on. I haven't struck you. Nobody knows I hit you. And the only reason now you know I hit you is because I told everybody on the podcast.
Yeah,
But
nobody
just
knows I hit you.
right in between the shoulder blades. A nice wee, quick dart. There you go. That'll do you. Now wake up. I'll stop talking in your sleep. Now, I do snore a little bit, okay? And you do snore a lot.
Oh,
okay?
oh, yeah, I'm bad. I am. And
You
a new
are
pillow now.
horrendous.
Yeah, new pillow. I'm even worse.
You
I thought
are horrendous.
interesting.
The sleep apnea that you're about to take place in is going to happen quite soon if you don't fucking sort your shit out. So, but you're almost in sleep apnea mode from time to time. Like I was beside you one time, and I did hit you. It was like you were snoring that loud, and it just stopped. I was like, he's fucking dead. He's fucking dead.
So what is it? You go through. I mean, brother has it as well. So you do like where you don't breathe or something, is it? Or
yeah,
is that what it is? We talked about it before. But is that what it is?
Your tongue goes back and you just stop breathing, so it covers your throat, and then there's no oxygen getting to your brain. There's no oxygen getting to your brain, so all of a sudden that's where you wake up coughing at that as if you had sleep apnea.
Jesus. And
Can I ask you a question, right? Seems you never drove or you never really cycled a bike, right?
I didn't say.
Okay, you didn't really cycle. You didn't a hole. Okay, rarely you cycle a bike. Where is gone? Gone is a day of giving someone a bar of a bike. Okay, where is that day gone? You never see anybody giving the bar of a bike anymore. They're all wearing fucking little stupid electric scooters flying around the place, and their little brother sitting in between the legs. But gone is the day of giving the bar of a bike.
In town, the bar's at the back, and they're standing on the bike, like on the wheel, and they're holding on to the shoulders of the person on it. What the fuck is that? Get on the bar, will you?
On the bar of a bike.
Like for years.
Chap.
It was
like it's really like for the balance. The act of balancing on the bar and holding on to the center part of the handlebars, while the other person was holding on to the proper handlebars, it took some maneuvering, and that's kind of gone now in the day. Gone is the day of the bar of a bike.
Oh my God, Kev, have you got your phone there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So, because of what I said to you about my panto dream, man, woman, I just sent you a message there that we got into a WhatsApp group. Martin, thanks as always, mate. Appreciate the warning about Friday the 13th. Okay, it's Friday the 13th. So it is.
It is Friday the 13th.
Yeah. Now, see that picture I sent you? I would zoom in on that and take that pic. So I would.
That's WhatsApp and an image all in one go.
See, just what we were talking about. Listen, Kev. Right, so you're saying then, for you would rather have somebody who's lying there snoring than talking shit.
Oh, yeah. It's
freaky. Yeah, so... Cabbage
Friday.
Yeah, Cabbage said that he said the talking you might find out something juicy. And then Sarah said she'd rather talking in the sleep 100% because she cannot stand loud snoring. It drives her insane. So here's my point. And my wife referenced it when I put up the post. How some of us have to deal with both of these things. So what if you're in a place where the person you're lying beside... No, she talks and snores. Okay, she snores like a train going down the expressway, and she talks like, I don't know, somebody who has no idea. Like me, apparently, after my hypnosis the other night when I rang you. It's like, there's a cat on the roof. Huh, why is he jumping through the window? Huh.
So weird shit like.
Light switches.
Was this you or was this Avril?
Oh, this is the wife. This is herself. She used to always, and like, it used to be bad because she'd stare up the roof and be like, "What's that?" And I mean, Kev, fucking eyes of like it'd be like,
you're going to have to do what I told you. Just a point of the elbow, in between the shoulder blades. It sorts it out. Just stop bang. There's plenty point there, in between the shoulder blades. Bang. All wakes up. Nothing happens, and you're like, what? And then you're asleep, Pickle. You pretend to be asleep, and nobody knows what's happened.
Yeah.
And she doesn't know what's happened.
Yeah.
She doesn't know what's happened. She's like, what the fuck just happened? I got a very so back.
But what happened then is she'd wake up and be like, shit, there's somebody downstairs. Quick, let a bed and have a look. What happened to you? Something hit me in the back. There's somebody in the kitchen. What? what are you talking about? So they say, but no, look, I think for me, it annoys me the snoring, right? The talking, like I have recorded her a couple of times, and the next day said, "Here's what you were saying last night in your sleep," and she's like, "Holy shit!" I'm like, "Yeah, like who's that guy?" You know what I mean? Like, it's meant, but for me, I'd go with the talking simply because it annoys me to hear people snoring, right? It really does. But we're going to do this more, guys. We're going to put up as posts the would you rather so you can comment on them
you
and stuff.
annoy me. Like, who would want? Like, I don't understand the snoring whole thing. Anyway, it's a lot to do with weight and a lot to do with fucking not sleeping properly because it's the way your airways blocked off and so on. Like, I don't really snore. I just kind of breathe loudly. I think is what
I would never know because I'm normally so horribly drunk when we're asleep together. Did I say that right? You're not sleeping together. I sleep together.
Yeah, well, you sleep together.
Yeah. So somebody actually here, quick thing about Joe Mickey, right? So I was chatting to somebody the other day in a pub who was on about your cock, and they asked me to draw it on an A4 page. So I says, well, first of all, give me a second A4 page, right? So I drew it on the A4 and then about this much more on the next A4 page, right? To which point she looked at it, like she put the two of them together, and she was like, "No, that's not that. No, that's an actual arm." I'm like, "No, that's what it is." Like, you know what I mean? So her question was, "Is there any possibility on the live show Kev's going to whip it out?"
No.
Good. Because there could be some local pepperopsy there. Pepperopsy? Pepperopsy.
Pepperoni.
Paparazzi there. So there could, which we don't need. Like, podcast destroyed as giant penis takes over the camera or something like that. I don't think we probably need
it's on camera. It doesn't need to be on camera on a motion picture camera. So let's just leave it at that.
We'll get some smoke in the background. It looks sexy. And then look, before we move on to like some more topics, right, which is going to be the live show, we did get a would you rather sent in by Kiva, who just said, Kev, and I think we might have done something like this before, right? Would you rather be forced to listen to the same 10 songs on repeat for the rest of your life, or forced to watch the same 5 movies on repeat for the rest of your life?
Well, can I pick the 5 movies?
That's what I was going to say. It didn't technically say if I could pick the songs and the movies.
If I can pick the 5 movies, I'd pick the 5 movies.
I think Taken
one, Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, Law-Abiding Citizen.
Wow.
And The Holiday.
For something that I never said to you, that's amazing. I'll quickly go with, now that I finally watched it, The Nativity, Over the Top, which... You know, I mean, obviously, I've said is my favorite film of all time. Any Jurassic film, probably the first new one. Which one was that? The one where we meet Blue and Delta.
Jurassic World.
Yeah, probably that one. Major League 1, right? Which again, me and you love. And Jesus Christ, for a 5th film, because we're watching these films forever. I've never seen it. I don't know what it's like, but I know there's a film out there called Debbie Does Dallas.
Why are you not watching Law-Abiding Citizen?
Because you need some porn in there, Kev. Right?
No, Debbie Does Dallas isn't a porn.
Oh, well, then 2 girls in a cup. I don't know, something. Whatever film it is. I don't know. There's bound to be films out there that have... I can't think of... fucking Buffy and the Lesbian Kiss. Cruel Intentions. 1. That's the greatest on-screen kiss you've ever seen. Right, Kev, let's talk a little bit about our live show. We are only 2 weeks away tomorrow, and we have done fucking nothing to get the show ready.
No, we have loads done. We've loads done in the background. We know it's now. It's like a jigsaw, right? We've all the jigsaw pieces there. All we need is to put them together, and it's done. We have all the pieces. We just need to put it together.
Yeah. Now, I think, Kev, because we've only 2 episodes left until we do the live show, so we have to thank people because it's now time to do it, to appreciate and encourage other businesses.
Do we only have 2? I thought we'd have 1, and then get ready for that last one. We can't do 1 because we'll do 1 more and then get ready for the live show. We can't force another one there.
That's what I meant. We have 2. This one.
That's like me on a Friday evening trying to force into my wife when she doesn't really want it. If she doesn't want it. You can't force it in now.
Yeah, we definitely won't. No, this one and the next one. That's what I meant. These are the 2 that's left.
Okay,
so this week and next. So we got some prizes in, Kev. So now wrote down a quick list on the top of my head, so if we forgot anybody, we'll mention you next week. We have to thank Lally's Electrical, who are giving us a really cool brand new speaker thing. I can't even Euro comics or something like that.
Dalgan Boxing.
Dalgan Boxing Anto has given us a 6-week box fit session thing to do. We Michael Lynch's Connor was in with him during the week, and he was very nice. He gave us a voucher. I got another voucher as well off Coffee Time, so it is as well. So for the coffee lovers out there, and then the other night after my hypnotherapy session, Paula incredibly kindly gave me a voucher for us to use, which is class. It's a full session thing, so it is on whatever it is. Quit smoking, weight loss, depression, anxiety, and all the other stuff that she does. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, so it is. But no, there's probably more, and there will be more. Of course there will be, because that's what we're trying to encourage, guys. We want companies, we're going to do a raffle on the night, so we want companies to give us some, basically not give us.
So guys, the way it's going to work is, okay, the show will be kicking off around 9 p.m. Okay, we're going to do like a light, so we're going to probably do, there's going to be a live show, but it will be split into two, because we're going to do like 2 recordings. We're going to do like a 45-minute recording for one show and put it out, and we do another 45-minute recording for another show and put it out. And in between that, we're going to have a raffle. Also, we're going to have the Stormers band playing during the interval, and also after the show finishes, the Stormers is going to take over the place and really rock it out for the rest of the evening. So come down, get involved. Get your rap tickets. It is all for a good cause. We are not making anything out of this. This is all for the Harry Taff mental well-being charity.
Yeah.
So come down, support us well. What we will have is, you can do it both ways. We will have a bucket on the in the room also, but we're also going to put on a QR code for Revolut on each table, and then you can Revolut us. We'll also put up my Revolut details on our show
the week before. The week before.
So if you do want to donate at any stage you can donate to our Revolut and donate that way, instead of having to try to do it any other way. And then what we'll do is we'd hand over a check then once all the money's counted and stuff like that.
100%.
And we will all sort it.
Yeah, please go, and it'd be great. And look, thanks obviously, like we were talking to Gav up in Oriel as well with Dundalk, because obviously we wanted to mention them, talk to them first time, because like they're the ones with Fifes and that have obviously set up the charity and that. So we wanted to make sure like it was good to go. You know what I mean? That we were okay. And Gav obviously came back and said there was no problems at all. You get us something as well for the raffle. So you know what I mean? Don't know what that's going to be. It could be a jersey, could be something saying whatever it is. It'll be brilliant, and it'll be a prize at the end of the day. We have a couple of guests obviously lined up. It's already been into Democrat. The Democrat already put it up. I know the Argus are going to be putting it up as well. We're on with Paddy Mack on Tuesday morning, nice and early. 8 bells, we're in with Paddy Mack. So when you're on the way to work, you'll hear myself and Kev talking to Paddy Mack about it as well. Baz Black, of course, we all know. You know what I mean? He used to give everybody tattoos, piercings. Now he's on his way to Hollywood, basically. The man's been in movies. He's back in Kin, the second season. So we're going to have a good chat with him about it. And we have Stevie J as well. I know he's been on the show last week. Look, trust me, you're going to love him when he comes on.
He was on the show last week to talk about the show he's doing.
Exactly, which is the day before.
He'll be coming on to us to talk about different random topics, and we'll probably ask him some silly questions and maybe try to get everybody involved and try to become a little bit better about themselves.
Yeah, and let me give ye all a little heads up on the live show. One of the things that, I'm not telling you what it is, right? One of the things that I am going to do that night, when I ask Kev the would you rather question, I am also going to involve some members of the audience, because this is a would you rather question that needs answered by more than one person. Oh, it's a bad one. It's a bad one. Hey, Kev, what are we talking about this week? We have been talking for 45 minutes, and as far as I know, I want to have sex with a man dressed as a woman. You just want to survive another week or two. So, like, what are we actually talking about here? You know what I mean?
Please God.
You want to get to the live shows, you do, like, hey.
If I get to the live show, we're doing well. But yes.
Right. Boxers and trunks. What is the difference, and what do you wear?
I wear trunks. I like a tight-fitting, supportive trunk. A boxer is kind of like the old style stripy boxer you used to wear back in when you're going to school. Okay, loose fitting, no support, no cupping, nothing like that. That's a boxer. A trunk is tight to your legs, cupping your balls and cupping your cock to make it a nice shape, kind of like a bra for your balls.
Does trunks have a button?
No.
Right.
Well, some might.
Right. Like
But no, there wouldn't be. No. No, there
at the
wouldn't.
minute,
Trunks wouldn't.
I'm feeling my boxers at the minute, or trunks. I don't know what they are, right? And I don't know what these are, right? So there's no hole. I'm literally rubbing my Mickey right now. Sorry for this, right? So there's no hole to
Right.
get in that I can feel. Is there? No, no. So obviously there's no hole. So for example, these aren't ones that would open and you'd try and get a relatively small penis out to pee. You would obviously be pulling
Over
it
the top.
like that over the top. Yeah, great film. But like, if you walk in,
Are they supportive?
well, I'm very heavy. Like my balls are heavy.
Are they loose the front? Are they
Yeah,
loose around
ish.
the penis? Were they a boxer?
Yeah, right. Okay. But they're not
A
like
trunk cup. I told you already.
yeah.
A trunk cups you
But
and holds it in nice and tight.
yeah, but do you, of all people, not need space?
No, I've got a big thing. Like, you're actually
Yeah.
asking a woman with double F titties, right?
Oh
Do you
yeah.
wear a bra? No, I don't wear a bra. And it's not going to cause sagging, right? It's just going to cause I need a little bit of support to make sure. And a lot of time I have to fix myself, as you know, Pickle. I fix myself a lot,
Yeah.
okay, to make sure because sometimes it gets torn to the left. And it's not always coming to the left, it's a lot of it going to the left. So you need to try to get back into the center. So a lot of people will go, "Can why are you fixing yourself?" Because it needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I need to fix it to make sure it is in the right area. Otherwise, it fall out of it. It fall out of the area. Now I've been there in those times when when I did wear boxer shorts. It's not a comfortable situation. It literally goes from left to right to the middle, and I don't know where to put it. So I need that support to make sure it stays in the same position.
Jeez, I wish mine just moved. Right. So what I started thinking was, right, maybe I used to wear the wrong underwear, right? I'm going to call it underwear because I don't want to give it a name, right? So of whatever different ones there is, right, that I was wearing the wrong ones. And then maybe that's why me Mickey got so small because I was wearing ones that were too tight. Because like I was always a heavy set fella, but like no girl ever said, "Hey, you have a small cock." You know what I mean? It could, like obviously it'd be a horrible thing to say. Now they might have told their friends, but they never told me. So like I'm thinking maybe I was in the wrong one, and maybe they're too tight. Like I don't know what I need to do here. I'm thinking if I give it more freedom, it'll grow. No, is that not maybe a thing, or should it be tighter,
You need to get on the Play Blue and get one of those penis enhancers.
enlargers?
Okay,
Have you actually got one of them?
No.
Oh fuck you!
Why would I need one of them?
No, I said, do they have one of them? No, I said, do they actually have one of them?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, a penis enhancer.
Lads, I'm only saying, you gave us a little sex toys that Kev has, I think, probably worn down at this stage, right? And his house is in tatters, I'd say, as well, right?
You know the way you have a HB pencil, right? And you just keep paring it down.
Yeah.
And it becomes a nubbin, like a nubbin.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. You just described our sex toys, yeah.
Wow. I'm confused, though, about if your Mickey is that small, how can you pump it up? Like, every football has a hole, right?
Yeah.
You don't put a penis pump in your
No,
urethra?
the penis pump goes.
Is that the right word?
No,
urethra?
No, it's not your. Yeah, well, okay, urethra. Yeah, that's okay.
Is that the hole? Yeah.
The penis pump goes around your body and you pump.
So you'd need to get it kind of hard to start. This is a weird conversation.
I'd say it has to be slightly hard. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, otherwise the penis pump's not going to work for you. I'm sorry. You may as well get a fucking football pump and try to pump it up that way because that's the best way you probably do it.
It could be handy if you had a foot pump because it'd all be beside each other, so you could have it attached to it while you're pumping.
What are you pumping? Pumping into her or you're pumping?
Pumping into your penis.
Well, let's be honest. By the time you had it pumped up, you probably would have came at that stage, so there'd be no point of pumping up any further.
Hey, I'm not 17 in America anymore, right? Enough of that, right? That only happened like 4 times.
So you're 38 and then dog, so it happens less than 10 seconds.
And what a 10 seconds they were. So they were. Kev, yeah, no, that was interesting. I just wasn't sure what you bought because, like, I buy, like, well, right? You go to Ann Summers for your no, sorry, that's a lie. You go to Pennies when we're in England, and you buy ladies' underwears and stuff, right?
I buy underwear from everywhere.
Yeah.
Pennies underwear is fantastic for the bedroom, right? and then you have other stuff that's other stuff for more supportive and all that. But for me, I would buy a lot of stuff. Sometimes I buy Adidas box shorts. They're very good. They're kind of sporty, hold it in nice and tight. I also have Penguin. I also have a few different styles of boxer shorts because you need proper boxer shorts.
So you're saying tighter is better for a man?
No. Supportive is
right.
better.
Sorry, yeah. That's right. Sorry, that's what I
You
meant.
don't want to go too tight. If you go too tight, then you have no, and it's like, what's the point of having circulation? There's no circulation going to them. So you have to be supportive and tight and supportive, but not too tight.
That's what she said. Right. Okay. I think I'm learning a bit about this, Kev. What I was going to say,
you don't go to pennies or Duns or anything like that. You need a proper pair. You need a sporty pair of box shorts to support you.
yeah, but the problem is the sporty ones aren't in big waistbands, shall we say?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Sports
Are
Direct, there is
right.
Adidas and Umbro. There is there.
Well, I have a brand of clothing now. I don't mean me. It's not Pico brand of clothing, right? I mean, like, there's a brand of clothing. No. Because you know why? They were too fucking big, right? Honestly, they were. Like, that was like Freddie Flintoff times 3. Like, that was huge, right? You were buying like say a 3XL and something, and it was coming as a fucking 6XL size, right? Bad Rhino, right? They're on Littlewoods, now known as Very, okay, where I buy all my stuff because it's on credit, which means you don't really pay for it. So I get all my stuff there, right? T-shirts, like hoodies, you name it, because they're normal. Like, I can buy like a 2XL. I can buy a 2XL T-shirt, Kev. There's not because I lost weight. It's just because they know.
I haven't. I don't know when was the last time you bought a 2XL T-shirt.
Exactly. Well, I have a few of them now, so I have, like, right. But they also do like boxers and that, right? Or trunks or whatever the fuck they're called, right? It's underwear. So I'm going to maybe go down that route and see what they're like.
Give it a go.
I get the same size as what I would get normally, and then we'll see what way.
Trunk it.
We probably talked to this before because you just said it there, right? Why is it important for a woman to have sexy lingerie on in the bedroom? You just said penny stuff's great for the bedroom. What do you do? Are you sitting there and having a cup of tea with her before you have sex? Why? Get it off you so I can...
No. You want to know it's happening. You want to be able to say, okay, well, she's wearing sexy underwear. Get your whole mind thinking. But a lot of sex isn't just about... Sex is visual for a man. But sex is visual. It's all about what you see as a man.
Well, normally darkness.
What? Well, see, that's the difference. Some people are like the bright on, okay? So visually, it's better for a man to see what they're seeing, and then you can see what's happening, or even beforehand, you know what's going. This is what's going on. It makes the imagination goes wild. So you're even more up for it than you would be than not seeing what she's wearing. Like, I don't understand big knickers. Never understood big knickers. Okay,
like granny panties.
Don't get them. Yeah. Don't get them. So don't wear them, in my opinion. Okay. Like, if I wouldn't go out with a person in that sort of scenario. Okay, it just doesn't do it for me.
Wait a minute. You meet a stunning girl in the bar, right? Stunning. You sit down, you meet up, you go out for a fag, you slip a finger, you decide.
Don't smoke anymore.
No, this is years ago. You're also married, Kev, right? So, right,
if she was wearing trousers and I seen a VPL, okay.
Very protective.
On.
What's a VPL?
No, visual panty line. Okay. If I see big knickers, I'd walk away. No, not for me, Pat. No.
So this girl's like, I'm gonna blow you the whole night, right?
No.
And you're like,
no.
Hey, VPL, baby.
The fuck is that? What the fuck is that shit about?
Well, she's like, it's laundry day.
Don't care. Don't wear anything. Can
you wear underwear with jeans?
Yeah, I used to do it all the time.
Oh, I meant as a woman, not as a man. Oh my God, how did you do that?
Yeah, I did it for at least 2 years. I did it for. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my! I literally meant women.
What do you mean? Can you wear no underwear with jeans? Of course you wear no underwear. You wear no underwear with skirts, jeans, leather pants, no matter what you want to wear. If you want to. It's called going commando. It's called going commando for a reason. You're commando.
But I thought it'd be more like certain type of clothing, like not jeans, basically, which are like tight and like just tight and stuff. Like
tight. The way you say tight, the tighter the better. Then
The tighter the better. Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
I
Talk.
think we better end the show before we fucking get into any more trouble here.
Yeah, yeah. We're
'Cause
gonna. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
literally talking about my wife as we speak, and it's not going to go down well.
No, probably not. Guys, that's a wrap for episode 100. Thank you so much for listening, as always. We'll be back to you next week for 101. And listen, have a great week. We love you. Kev, tell them what they need to do.
Share the show.